Follow-up reminders are huge. What's up, everybody? This is Kevin Daisy here. So whether you're running a business or you're running sales or you're doing sales in an organization, follow-up reminders are huge. They're massive. And for years, I just relied on email, sometimes emailing myself a reminder or using some kind of other tasking system. But when using a CRM, and actually performing sales and making lots of calls and having lots of meetings, it really is impossible to do without follow-up reminders or a follow-up process and tasking to go along with it. So, just last week I had different meetings with law firms talking about their marketing, podcast, pitching them on our services. Usually deals are not going to close overnight, especially with a law firm. It's a long process. They have to think about it. They're methodical. There's a lot of follow-up that's required to make them move down the process. So if it does take them a while to think about it, talk to someone else, look at the budget, all that stuff. Meanwhile, they're working and spending time doing what they do, which is practicing the law or whatever your clients do. They get caught up in their day-to-day business and forget to come back to review what you sent them. And so even though they said, oh yeah, I'm going to review that this weekend, or I'm going to review that tomorrow, there's a good chance that they don't, or they forget, or they get caught up. So you need to have follow-ups in place so that you get back in front of them and make sure that they're going to do what they said they were. But you have to do it in a way that's not annoying, making them pissed off. So you need to have a way to, hey, you said you were going to review that yesterday. I just wanted to check in to see if you did and see if you had any questions. Or maybe send them an email and say, hey, actually, here's something I thought about. We talked about it the other day. I thought I would send this to you and see if it's something you're interested in reading or whatever. You just need a way to stay top of mind so they go, oh yeah, I was actually supposed to do that and review that for Kevin and I forgot to. Maybe I should go do that right now. You have to have a follow-up process, but you have to have the reminders in place. I have no clue what I did yesterday half the time, and especially don't know who I talked to last week. It's just too hard to keep up with. So again, whether this is just with your clients or for your business, or especially in sales, you have to have a follow-up process. You have to have reminders set, or you're just going to forget. Also, when you do follow up, leave a note, put it in your CRM. What did you say? What did you discuss? What was the last follow-up you did? Because what you don't want to do is follow up and say the same thing again, or call the prospect and say, hey, I can't remember where we left off last time. That doesn't look good. You want to make sure that they believe and know that you know everything that you talked about. They're on your mind and you care about what you're doing with them. So those notes are important, again, because it's too hard to remember everything. Make the notes, add a new follow-up, and go through the process. So set follow-ups, get reminders. If you don't have a CRM, you got to get one. Again, even if you're just using it to run your business and keep up with things that you're keeping up with. But if you're in sales, you have to have one. It just has to happen.
Hey there, it's Eric J. Olson. I wanted to let you know about my book, $1 Million Journey, How to Launch a 7-Figure Business. This is the story of what it took for me to go from freelancer with no clients, no employees, no revenue, to growing a $1 million business. It took me 8 years, and I made a lot of mistakes. And all of those mistakes, and more importantly, lessons learned, are in this book. And we have chapter takeaways, 5 to 15 takeaways that you could apply right now to your business. Check it out on Amazon, $1 Million Journey by me, Eric J. Olson.